Okay, problem 19. I have two similar rectangular prisms that have a scale factor of 5. If the volume of the larger prism is 375 cubic units, find the volume of the smaller prism. Now some of you say, well, let me just go ahead and find the different dimensions that will work. And believe it or not, that will work every time. It's just a lot more work. Alright? So what I'm going to do is we're going to say that the scale factor of 5. So for dimensions, you go times 5, right? To get to the bigger one. Actually, to go backwards, I would go divide by 5. I like going backwards better, actually. So I know the volume here is 375. If I'm trying to go this to here, I'd go times 5 cubed, because it's 125, right? The volume is 3 dimensions. Okay, so this is a V that I'm looking for. But since I'm here and I'm trying to go backwards, I'm actually going to divide by 5 cubed. So you can get your calculator and find out what 5 cubed is. All right, clear. 5 caret 3, enter. It's 125. And you could have just gone 5 times 5 times 5. So I'm going to take 375 divided by 125, and that gives me 3. So the volume of this little one is 3. Isn't that crazy? Does that make sense at all? Let me go backwards just to double check. 3 times 125. Yeah, volume blows up crazy big when compared to perimeter and area. Area would grow 25 times, and perimeter would only grow 5 times. Volume grows 125 times. Okay, on this last problem, we're going to go ahead and look at a car in a model train is shaped like a rectangular solid. So this is problem 20. The model is 1/40th the dimensions of the actual car. So to get from the model to the car, I'm going to actually times it by 40. You could say car to model, but I'm trying to get to the car, so I want to know how much paint are necessary to paint the real car. All right? So to get from the model to the car, for dimensions, it's 40. Paint is to cover area. So to get from the area of the model to the area of the car, I'm actually going to have to multiply by 40 squared. Well, believe it or not, paint is a way of measuring area, and you're probably going, what? Paint is volume. But when you paint it out, a can of paint is going to cover so much area. So, believe it or not, yeah, paint is a form of measuring area. Sounds bizarre, right? So I'm just going to multiply that by 40 squared. Okay? 40 squared is 1600. And then, oops, that's 1/4, yes. So I can go 1/4 if you want to do that. I think it's easier to say 1600 divided by 4. And I get 400 pints. Because remember, area is like a factor squared. They ask how many gallons am I going to need, because you're probably not going to buy pints of paint to buy a car, to paint a car. It's helpful to know the conversion, and we really should have given it to you. In 6th grade, they would give you the conversions. So, I know there are 2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. So there are 8 pints in a gallon. Okay? So if I want to make gallons, pints, 1 pint to 1 gallon, pints to gallons is divide by 8, right? To gallons. 400 pints to X gallons, I need to divide by 8. Yeah, I'm doing this sort of 6th grade like. So 400 divided by 8. And why am I not doing like squared? This is just a simple conversion. I'm not trying to do area or volume. I mean, I'm not trying to do like a this many times bigger or that many times bigger. These are simple conversions which you can do the normal thing. And I'm getting 50 gallons.